For more updates, click on subscribe and click on bell button for latest notifications.
Hi friends, welcome to Tech ARK YouTube channel. My name is Ravi. In this video session, we are going to see that cloud computing models. What are those cloud computing models we have? Let's see that. So here is a cloud computing models. You can see that IaaS, which is an infrastructure as a service, SaaS, software as a service, PaaS, platform as a service. So if you take an infrastructure as a service, this is the most basic cloud computing model that provides virtualized computing resources over the internet. So example say that, so the IaaS is that it's a completely infrastructure, so they provide us an EC2 instances or the web hosting platform. So top of that, what you have to do, so you have to install the applications or how you maintain the hardware, that's how you maintain your patching, all this stuff, that is your responsibility. In a SaaS, this is the most popular cloud computing model that provides access to software applications over the internet. So it's completely different. Example say that it's a email provider, or example it's a Zoom application. See that, right? The application you don't install or you don't maintain anything. The application is completely maintained by the cloud provider, and the patching, underlining, hardware, infrastructure, and everything is maintained by the cloud. You just utilize the software. So that's the software as a service. Platform as a service. So this is a model provides a platform for users to develop, run, and manage their own applications without worrying about underlying infrastructure. So this is a platform. They give completely platform to you, so you have to develop. So it is a majorly useful for the developers. You don't need to worry about the what is the underlying hardware or what is the underlying infrastructure and all. You just focus on your development part. So they give the platform to you, so you can develop your own application. In IaaS, so allows users to rent processing power, storage, networking, and other computing resources from a cloud provider. In a SaaS, applications are hosted on the cloud and users can access them through a web browser or a mobile app. In PaaS, provider provides a set of tools and frameworks for developers to build, test, and deploy their applications. So if you come to the name examples, with an IaaS, users have more control over their virtual machines and can install any software they want. So because they give complete a virtual machine or the server, so you can do whatever you want. Example, you can install a number of applications, you can configure a number of applications or whatever you want. So you have a server, you can install anything and utilize as per your requirement. And of course you are responsible for your security model as well. Within a SaaS, users don't need to install or maintain any software on their local machines. So the software completely installed and maintained by the cloud provider. You just need to utilize the software, that's it. In a PaaS, so the example is in a Cloud9, so that is a development IDE. You can write your code or anything such as in that. So that is an example. So let's see some other slide which will be more detailed, and whose the responsibility is what. If it is if you take the coloring column, right, SaaS, PaaS, IaaS, and on-premises. So in information and the data, the roles, the responsibility is always written by the customer is completely. In SaaS, it's customer, PaaS customer, IaaS is a customer, on-premises it's a customer. So if you take a devices, like example a mobile or the PCs, so then the hardware, right, which is also responsibilities of always retained within a customer in a SaaS model, PaaS model, IaaS model, and on-premises model, right? In accounts and identities, the responsibility is always written with the customer on a SaaS model and PaaS model, IaaS and on-premises, right? But if there are some shared responsibilities, you can see that off-filled boxes, right, which is in the identity directory infrastructure. So the infrastructure identity is maintained by the cloud service types, like the based on the service type the cloud is providing. The applications in a PaaS model, right, the SaaS model, the application is completely within a cloud provider, and in PaaS model it's a shared responsibility, like customer maintains off and cloud provider maintains off. In a network controls, right, in a SaaS model the complete cloud is maintained their own network controls and everything, right, because you only use the software, you don't worry about the underlying network controls or applications or operating system or anything so on that. And network controls in a PaaS, so it's a shared responsibility, right, you customer maintains off and the cloud maintains off. But in a remaining part, in on-premises, if you see the box, right, so the complete responsibilities on a physical host, networks, data center maintenance, and network controls, operating systems, applications, and identity and the infrastructure, example the user access, accounts and identities and devices, information and data, everything stays with the customer only, not the cloud provider. So you have to maintain your all in on-premises data center, you have to maintain from A to Z, so there is no help you get over there, right? So it's all your servers, you have the full control over there. So this is a shared responsibility model where the cloud and the customers will have on a cloud models. So let's see cloud deployments models. What are the cloud deployments model we have? Cloud models are different ways to deploying and using cloud computing services. So it's a different way to deploy and using the cloud computing services. So one is a public cloud. A public cloud is a cloud computing model that provides services over the internet to anyone who wants to use them. These services are provided by a third-party cloud service provider and can be accessed through the internet. Public cloud services are usually provided on a pay-per-use basis and are available to anyone who has an internet connection, right? It's simple that you wanted to spin up an instance on the cloud, right? It's simple that you just log into the console and spin up, right? And you can use everything stays on the cloud, so you don't have anything on your infrastructure or anything such as that, right? So it's completely on a cloud. It's a public cloud. Private cloud. A private cloud is a cloud computing model that is used by a single organization or a company. So simple say that if you have a data center which is accessible over the world, right, so that can only have the special controls, right? The private clouds can be hosted on premises or by a third party cloud service provider. Private clouds are usually used by organizations that require more control over their data and computing resources. So examples say that they have some restricted data, so restricted controls on those cloud, so they use a private cloud. They can also be used to meet specific security compliance and regularity requirements. So that's where the private cloud is used. In a hybrid cloud, the hybrid cloud model basically combines public and private cloud services. So it's a combination of private and public cloud. A hybrid cloud allows organization to use both public and private cloud services together, which provides more flexibility and control over their computing resources. For example, an organization might use a private cloud for its sensitive data and a public cloud for its less sensitive data. So, example, you have your development infrastructure or your sensitive data on premises, like the storage and all you have stored on internally on premises, but you wanted to expose the applications which are public faced interfaces, then you can host those applications on a cloud, the public cloud. So the applications hosted on the public cloud, it's public facing, but their associated databases are associated stored information will be retained on the private cloud. This is a combination of private and public clouds becomes a hybrid cloud model. There is a one more called community cloud. Community cloud computing model is used by the group of organization with similar interest and requirements. So this is not example like any cloud service provider provides or anything such as sort, but what they do is that example combination of multiple organizations, example scientific organizations or chemical organizations. So they want to have a similar infrastructure they are looking for. What they do is that group of organizations sit together and they set up a infrastructure and all the setup, and they share those infrastructure between the multiple organizations. So that is called as a community cloud. Community clouds can be hosted on premises or by third-party cloud service provider. Community clouds are usually used by organizations that need to share the data computing services with other organizations such as research institutions or government agencies. So this is the cloud deployment models. You have public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and community cloud. So this is all about this video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Please subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos and courses. Do share with your colleagues and friends. They might also learn the cloud computing services.